Can you make an explanation about the Honda CBR1000RR 2008? Yes, I can. So the 2008 Fireblade was pretty much a blank slate for Honda, a complete redesign, and they knocked it out of the park with this one. The bike, the architecture of the bike didn't really change that much for the next sort of 10 or so years. So it's a 1000cc four-cylinder superbike. It looks like this. Now the looks aren't for everyone, to be honest with you. They're really not the best looking bike in the world. There are some body, I think they changed the bodywork in 2012, and then it got a bit more of a redesign in 2014 for the EU market. Then it got a further redesign in 2017, but the architecture underneath, as I say, remained pretty similar. They put out around 165-ish horsepower at the wheel, does vary a little bit. Frame, chassis is really, really good. Suspension's half decent. Shocks half decent. Brakes are pretty decent as well. The ABS ones can be a bit pony on track, but the non-ABS versions of the brakes are perfect, ample for super stock racing, all that sort of thing. You didn't really need to do very much to them. I think I'm right in saying Steve Brogan took a 2008 super stock title on probably a more stock one than you'd think. They are just such a phenomenal bike to ride on the road. They're a fantastic super bike, so refined, so flattering, just encourage you to kind of make the most of your own ability rather than worrying about what the bike's doing. They are a fantastic platform as a whole. But they're not without their flaws, specifically the 2008 and 2009 bikes. The really early ones, the engines can burn oil. I don't know if it's a ring issue or what, but they revised them in 2010, and that seems to have sorted that oil burning thing out. But the early ones do seem partial to burning some oil now and again. Certainly depends bike to bike, but some of them have got an unhealthy obsession for drinking oil. Other sort of negatives, although the fairing is typical Honda and actually fairly well made, it's a complete pain in the butt to take it on and off. It's all like clipped together, hidden clips, hidden screws, hidden push plugs. They're a bit of a pain in the arse to work on, especially if you've got to get the bodywork off. Other brands at a similar time were doing sort of taking off fairings a hell of a lot better than Honda were with this. It's just really complicated. I'm sure once you figure it out, it can be done pretty quickly, but if you're not doing it every day, they're awkward to work on in my experience. But overall, great bike. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? If you have one, do you rate them? Do you like the way they look? They did one in a burgundy colourway that was absolutely horrendous, but you could probably pick it up really cheap now. So let me know in the comments down below what you reckon.